Never. No.
You're not really a person to like live in the limelight, but yet being famous
Yeah.
and being verified like artist, that still kind of happens. How tough is that personally on a relationship in general?
Very hard. Yeah, it's very, very hard. Very hard. I mean, it's when you think about Hollywood, right? Think about all, you know, people, if you're not in Hollywood or in the limelight or a public figure, you know, you see all these Hollywood people and they're all fucked up and their relationships implode. And, you know, a lot of people find, a lot of people look at that and be like, oh, they're all messed up, you know? And there's a common theme because it's very fucking hard. You know, it takes a level of understanding and trust and self-love where you can really like kind of be okay with, like, think about relationships. A lot of the time, I wanted to say this and I kind of forgot. Wayne Dyer said something along the lines where it just struck gold with me in my heart. I was just like, man, it's just like, you don't own your partner. That's not, we're kind of like, we kind of feel like that, especially as men, but I feel like it's almost even now across genders, just like, oh, that's my girlfriend. That's my boyfriend. Like, that's not how you fucking act if I'm your girlfriend. Like, there's this entitlement towards it, and it's not really the right notion. You know what I mean? It really isn't. It's
Matthew McConaughey talks about it too in his book Green Lights, where it's the difference of being right and wrong versus understanding. And I think people have this, you know, they're wired a certain way to think if something's right or if something's wrong, and you judge people based on that versus understanding what they did.
Yeah.
And I think passing that, like getting rid of that judgment and just taking the effort to understand why they do something, whether it upsets you or not, I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
Especially.
And to your point, just like talking about what, you know, dealing with it on a public figure scale is just like a lot of the things that happen in relationships are jealousy based. They're insecurity based. Like, oh, you're talking to her? What is he doing? You know, what's he doing? Why is he going out and doing this and that? And vice versa, you know? And it's all fear based. You know what I mean? You're scared of losing. You're scared of being cheated on. You're scared of being, you know, feeling like a fool or look stupid in front of your friends. And really, it's like, it's again, why I will always say it's back to the man in the mirror, because once you can get over those hurdles yourself and you're coming from a place of love versus fear, you can navigate a lot of these things a lot better. And I didn't really know that until after I was out of the relationship and I'd been working on myself a lot. I realized that I was very fear-based in a lot of my reactions. I didn't want to be made a fool, you know? There's a lot of ego and pride in that, and I think I've let go a lot of that stuff. And I haven't been in a relationship since, but it's only because I have clarity in what I want, you know? And I'll know when I know. But one thing I've stopped doing, or I really, you know, it took a little while, but I don't yearn for anyone or anything. I just trust that something's gonna flow to me, you know? The right person will flow to me, and I trust that. And I'm back to being on a good vibe. And personally speaking, like, I feel like I've had a lot of great options and great women come into my life. I just kind of have clarity on what I want and what I need. And it's not to say I haven't had great connections, but I'm just not, there's no codependence. I'm not really looking to depend on anyone else for me feeling comfortable anymore. I feel comfortable in my own skin, you know? And everyone can achieve that with, you know, some patience and some hard work on yourself.